Hey everyone, I'm Dan, and welcome to Disney Decoded. The Mad Tea Party looks like one of the simplest rides at Magic Kingdom. You sit in a teacup and spin. That's it. Except it isn't. There are actually four separate turntables running simultaneously in opposite directions. And the wheel in your hands isn't just a prop. It's a real mechanical control that directly changes the physics of what your body is experiencing. Today, we're decoding why the simplest looking ride at Magic Kingdom is doing something far more complicated than it appears. The Mad Tea Party opened with Magic Kingdom on October 1st, 1971, as one of the park's original opening day attractions. It was modeled directly after the version that had been running at Disneyland since 1955. But Disney immediately ran into a problem they hadn't fully accounted for: Florida. The original Magic Kingdom version opened without a roof, exactly like Disneyland's version. In Southern California, that works fine, but in Central Florida, where afternoon thunderstorms arrive almost every single day, that was a serious operational problem. The ride was shutting down constantly. So Disney added a canopy roof in 1973. That solved the weather problem, but the roof also changed the visual experience of the ride. Suddenly, the open sky that guests had been spinning under was gone, and the center of the attraction felt empty. The solution? Disney added the central teapot with the dormouse inside. You will not find that teapot at Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, or Hong Kong Disneyland. It exists specifically at Magic Kingdom and Tokyo Disneyland. Here is what most guests never realize about how the Mad Tea Party actually works. There are four separate turntables operating simultaneously. One large main platform rotates counterclockwise. Sitting on top of that platform are three smaller turntables rotating in opposite directions clockwise. It creates an unpredictable overlapping path where no two rides or ever follow the same pattern. You never know which cup is going to swing close to which or when the paths are going to cross. The chaos isn't random, it's engineered. So at any given moment, you have the large platform rotating one way, the smaller turntable your cup sits on rotating the other way, and your individual cup adding a third layer of rotation on top of both. This is why the Mad Tea Party creates such an intense sensation of disorientation. Your visual system and your inner ear are receiving completely different information at the same time. Your eyes try to track a fixed point and can't find one. Your inner ear registers rotation in multiple directions simultaneously, and the result is that feeling of not knowing which way is up when you step off. And here's the part that makes this ride genuinely different from almost anything else at Magic Kingdom. You're actually controlling one of those layers of rotation. The wheel in the center of your cup is connected to an individual bearing mounted directly beneath the cup. The harder you spin, the more rotational force you add. Let go entirely and the cup slows to a gentle drift. Spin aggressively and you are physically adding energy to the system. Most Disney rides control exactly what you experience down to the millisecond. The Mad Tea Party hands part of that control directly to the guest. That is an unusual engineering decision, and it is the reason no two rides on the teacups are ever identical. For decades, guests could spin the teacups as fast as physically possible. Some guests got extremely good at it, and there were even online communities dedicated to tips for maximizing spin speed. But in 2004, Disney made a change that divided the fan community. Following an incident in late 2003, Disney modified the spinning mechanism to make it significantly harder to reach the extreme speeds that had been possible before. The bearing connection the wheel to the cup was adjusted to limit maximal rotational velocity. The wheel still works, you still control your spin, but the ceiling on how fast the cup can go was deliberately lowered. For casual guests, this change is completely invisible. For the subset of riders who knew exactly how fast the old cups could go, it was immediately noticeable. It is one of the clearest examples of Disney making an invisible engineering adjustment in response to a safety incident, changing the physical experience without changing the appearance of the attraction at all. The pattern on the fiberglass teacups themselves, the colors and decorative details, was designed by Mary Blair. If that name sounds familiar, it should. Mary Blair is the same Disney artist whose visual style defines It's a Small World. Her work is characterized by bold, flat colors, geometric patterns, and a stylized, illustrative quality that feels both timeless and distinctly mid-century. The teacup patterns at Magic Kingdom were updated in 1992, along with new music and the addition of Japanese-style lanterns that now hang above the attraction. But the DNA of Blair's original visual language is still present in the color palette and decorative approach of the cups themselves. A ride designed with the creative influence of the same artist behind one of Disney's most enduring attractions, and most guests spin right past the connection without ever knowing it. The Mad Tea Party is easy to dismiss. No height requirement, no track, no complex animatronic story, just teacups. But it is running 4 simultaneous turntables in opposite directions, handing genuine mechanical control to the rider and hiding an engineering modification that changed the physics of the experience without altering a single visible element of the attraction. Next time you sit down and grab that wheel, remember you're not just turning the prop. You're adding real rotational energy to a system that is already spinning in multiple directions at once. That's not just a kiddie ride, that's physics. How fast can you get your teacup spinning? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure you're subscribed with notifications on, and you'll see me in the next video.